Hey there, this is Mr. Miller. Welcome to part 3 of the Introduction to Formulas using a Google Sheet. Remember that you can hit pause at any point during these videos. I would suggest that you hit pause, go out, work on whatever skills I'm instructing you on, and then come back to this video and hit play again, watch the next step, and then go out and do it as well. So make sure you're not watching the entire thing from start to finish. That could get kind of confusing if you're trying to go back and complete those tasks later. So hit pause as needed, go do the work, then come back. So this is where we left in the last one. We created formulas, our formulas for the sum, average, minimum, and maximum. We also had created a total using a plus sign to add different cells together. We originally created a small little formula using data references, cell references right here. That are just pointing to these specific cells and whatever value is inside them. And then finally, we did a calculation for our end grade, our final grade here. And we just did that the same way as the other ones above, where we divided the earned points divided by the points possible. So in this one, what we're looking at is developing a little bit more colorful format for this assignment. The first thing I want to do is you are more than welcome to change any of these backgrounds, the border colors, anything that helps make it your own. I'm going to reset this to nothing. One thing that we've looked at before is using the formatting alternate colors. And what this does is just does a different line. Every line is a different color, which helps distinguish between and follow along a specific line of data. You can select whatever one you want if you want to use this, or if you want to change these to other wild colors, you're more than welcome to do that. That's a little too crazy. I'm just going to stick with the old teal and light green. So I hit done, and it's just going to apply it to this range that I had selected. If you don't select the range and you do the format alternating colors, it's not going to apply to the range. It's going to do it to the entire thing. So I can hit, well, I guess this one it does have everything selected. So you could apply it to the entire sheet if you wanted to. So the next thing we're going to do is I'm going to insert a row above this. And so if I two-finger click or right-click on row number 1 and hit insert one above, it's going to give me one more above there. And I can move, because this color is right there, I could actually move this down here. If I don't want this one up here to be colored this way, I could make this one go and reset it, and it will not let me because, there we go. So what I want to do is have the name of my class up here across the top. And so this is my first hour. And what we're going to do here is use a feature called the merge cells. And this is the first time we've used this in here. We've done it a little bit with tables previously in Google Docs. But what this is going to do is this is going to merge the cells that I have selected. So I highlighted these 5 cells. I'm going to click merge cells, and it's going to create one of them all together. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use the center alignment there to put my word right in the middle. And this is going to be first hour computer applications. And now that I have that, I can adjust the font. Let's see, click on that one, adjust the font, make it crazy huge. There we go, that looks really nice. You can adjust whatever else you'd like to on here. I might do this row and make it bold. That way it looks a little bit better. I still have the equals earned impossible here, just to remind me that that's how I figured out this calculation. And that looks pretty good. I like the look of this. So now that I have this first class completed, what I can do is if I want to have one for each, rather than create a new workbook or new Google Sheet for every single thing, I can make a new page down here at the bottom, a new tab. Right now this says Sheet 1. If I click the arrow next to it, it's going to bring up some options, which give me the option to duplicate. I can rename it. I can change the color. Let's say I want to have the color underneath this one to match whatever color is up here. I can do that. I can rename this one First Hour Computer Apps. And I can also duplicate it if I wanted to. So if I hit duplicate, what this is going to do is make a carbon copy, an exact copy of this one. You can see here's first page 1, here's page 2. Just to show you that they are different, I'm going to change my alternating colors to gold on this one. Hit done. Change my header row because I had to manually fill that. There it is. Whoa, that jumped out there pretty good. Let's bring it back this way. And so on. So now if I click back on First Hour, you'll see that those are two different sheets. So with this one, maybe I want to find my second hour class. And so I can do second hour and actually teach computer apps again. So that's going to be that one. I'm going to adjust this. I'm going to adjust that title up there. And what I would suggest you do is find 5 or 6 different assignments for that second class, enter points earned and points possible, and you can watch how, let's say that this was an ELA class and I have an essay. My essay is worth 100 points and I got a 68 on it. The 68%, it automatically adjusts all these things for us. So we can go through and change the values. I don't want to get 68. I want to get a 98. There we go. I feel better now. So you're going to create a new class for every hour that you are in. And we have 6 hours in our school. And so you're going to find them just for the 6 hours. You're not going to do it for the advisory hour. That is not one that usually has grades or assignments. So we're not going to do that. But I want you to create a new tab for every class. If you are not comfortable with how these equations or functions have been filled out, delete them. Go back here, do equals, sum, and just practice. Delete what's there, hit equals sum, select your range of data, press return. Equals, average, and continue this for all the cells there, just to practice finding those functions, selecting the range, and verifying that that data is correct. You can also add another sheet down here by clicking on Add Sheet. It's going to create a new one at the end. It's a blank one at the end. It has nothing. It does not copy one of the original ones here. It just creates a brand new blank sheet. The other icon has a bunch of lines. If I click on that, it's going to pull up all the sheets that I have available in this gradebook sheet, worksheet that I have, this workbook that I have. So as you go through, understand that you can add new sheets this way. You can delete them. One more thing, yes, I am sure. You can do with your sheet is you can actually protect it. So if I don't want any more changes to happen to this workbook, this worksheet, I can hit the down arrow, hit protect sheet, and that puts a lock. And it's going to do protected sheets and ranges. This is first hour. It's a sheet. I'm going to hit set permissions. Only me. I'm the only person that can edit this. Hit done. Changes are saved. Now it has a lock on it. So I can't go through. I can, but nobody else could. So nobody else could adjust this. Only me, because that's who put the lock on it. If I want to remove that lock, I can click on it. I can delete. Yep, remove the protection, and now we're good. So what you can do here is create a new sheet for every single one of your classes. Change the name at the top, change the font, change the color, change the color of the tabs. Try and match whatever color is on the actual sheet, and then make sure that everything in there, that you have new assignments, new point values, you have different percentages because you're going to be using different point values. And then you're also going to make sure that you have the sum, average, minimum, and maximum formulas or functions used correctly on here as well. If you have any questions over these three parts of the lesson for the introduction to functions, formulas, and the development of this gradebook, please let me know.